live on January 6th. It's the new year. I'm a little off today because of all of the happenings in Washington, D.C. Usually I'm prepared for this. I do some writing to get myself organized today. That just didn't happen. But this is the Dwell Youth Ministry live program. This is a youth ministry of First Congregational United Church of Christ in Colorado Springs, Colorado. We want to welcome you here tonight. This is it's just an online space, but you are welcome here, and I'm happy that you're here. I may not seem happy. Today has just been wild. I'm exhausted from scrolling Twitter, absorbing all the news. It's a lot, I was planning on talking about hope today, in this new year and talk about what we can hope for. And quite frankly, hope is kind of the furthest thing from my mind tonight. It's Epiphany today as well, where we celebrate the Magi coming to see the infant Jesus. We talk about Jesus' baptism and how God has been made real, made incarnate in the world. But I don't really want to talk about that either. Honestly, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to say tonight. I usually have some sort of written document that's next to the screen that I talk about, and I kind of go through an outline of sorts. But today is just not going to be that day. There's nothing here. It's just me and you tonight talking. This is a reminder, if you do want to comment, I can see your comments. So feel free to interact. I would love to talk to you. Maybe you'll help me figure out what I want to talk about tonight. Because frankly, the news was dark today. It's been a really difficult last few years for a lot of us. And it's kind of culminated in a moment today when people, hundreds, maybe thousands of people were in Washington, D.C. and attempted a coup. They were trying to stop the centuries-long peaceful transition of power that has taken place. And I'm angry. I'm sad. It's hard to know what exactly to say because we've never seen anything like this. First of all, we're in a pandemic. That's why we're here online right now. This is crazy in and of itself that we're in a pandemic. We've never faced this before. And then amidst a global pandemic, when we're all struggling just to stay happy and joyful, things like today happen. What do we do with that? Seriously, what do we do? I don't know. I don't have an answer for you. I would like to give you something to say, wow, there's some hope. But I'm not feeling positive tonight. I'm feeling angry. Angry at the way I won't call them protesters, the way that those domestic terrorists were treated today. They were welcomed into the Capitol almost. Uh, I've protested before, and I've seen the way that cops treat protesters. It's not what happened today. No, today was very different. And it makes me angry that when people cry out for justice, so when we see another black life snuffed by a police officer, and we protest in anger because of that, trying to change a system that defends the police, um, cops get angry. They bring out tear gas, which, by the way, tear gas is a war crime. Like, that's forbidden in war, but we happily use it on our citizens. Um, when people cry for justice, when we say that Black Lives Matter, um, we get met with such a force of the law. And today, doors were being held by police officers as domestic terrorists were allowed in and out of the Capitol building. All the while, our Senate was trying to confirm the next step in a peaceful transition of power. I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated at the silence of some of those whom I love, that they have seen what took place today and they haven't said anything. I'm frustrated that I tried to work today, that I was had written something for a children's message for the church in a couple of weeks. And I was supposed to film it today, and I was so distracted because all I could think about was the utter chaos that's happening in our nation's capital. I'm so distracted. I grabbed this a while ago. I was supposed to drink it. I haven't even drunk any water yet. Let me take a drink now. Most of all, though, I am sad. I'm saddened at the state of our society today, that we could be led to such a point as what took place today. I'm sad that there was a huge flag today that said Jesus 2020, tying this political process with Christianity, and how that is a bastardizing of the name of Jesus, tying somehow a nationalistic identity with their Christianity. It's Christian nationalism, which is one of the most dangerous things that has ever faced the world. You heard of like the Crusades or the Inquisition or Manifest Destiny here in the U.S., slavery? All that is because of Christian nationalism. I'm uh, I'm so torn between sadness and anger. Um, Above all, I was thinking about you. I was thinking about all of you, and how I want us to be a group of people that can help make meaningful change in this world. And I fear for our future. Not that I'm necessarily afraid, I'm not like paralyzed by fear, but I'm concerned. Like that was crazy today. Um, So as I was thinking about you, um, my thoughts went, how do we move forward? How can we look at our neighbors the same? Like we've been told that we should love our neighbors. And I firmly believe that we should love every person because every person deserves to be treated with kindness and respect. So how do we do that? If you have an answer, that'd be great because I don't have an answer. Uh, Taking a breath is a good thing. I would say that I'm sorry for like going on a rant, but I'm not sorry. Um, I really want you to know how I feel, and I want to give you permission to feel however you need to feel in this moment. I know I said I didn't want to talk about hope, but maybe I do want to talk a little bit about hope because I sincerely am hopeful because there are people like you that exist. Yeah, there's like insanity out in the world. People are capable of tremendous cruelty and selfishness and uh, complete ignorance. Of course, yeah, people have always been that way. But there are people like you, too, who are capable of so much love and so much perseverance. Like I'm excited about you all because I've seen such an energy in wanting to create like good and lasting change in the world. Um, and I think that's reason to hope. I think that's reason to see the chaos that took place today, see how we can avoid that in the future. I don't know how we avoid it, but I know we can because it doesn't have to be this way. It really doesn't. We don't have to be a society that hates. We don't have to be a society that is driven by our selfish desires. We can be a society that cares for the most vulnerable and seeks to really do good in the world, good for everybody. There are so many of us that have just that have seen the ills of society and have been frustrated. I'm frustrated tonight. I've been frustrated. Um, but we can do it. We can make this world a better place. And I believe that we can. Tonight, I'm in a really dark headspace. Um, but I think it's reawoken something inside of me that wants to do something tangible, like starting right now. I want to do something. So maybe we can figure that out together. So I'm going to stay angry tonight. Um, but tomorrow, I'm really going to put my brain in how to get to work. And I want you to do the same thing because I don't want to see today happen again. We can be a peaceful people, a society that builds up and does not break down, a society that honors instead of hates. We can be the change we wish to see in the world. Does that sound good? Can we do that? I really hope we can, because I'm going to try, and I want you to try too. That's where I'm going to end it. Sorry about that. No, again, I'm not sorry. I love you all. Hope you're doing okay. I'm doing okay. I know I'm angry. I know I'm sad, but I promise you, I'm doing okay. Uh, let's get to work. See y'all.